the following presentation of the National Football League.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And what a career resurgence for Baker Mayfield. He went from being a discarded starter to a Pro Bowl quarterback, and he's coming up a year where he's set career highs in passing yards, touchdowns, and completion percentage. But best of all, the ultimate leader for his ball club.
They'll start on the ground with Irving. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
And the Buccaneer first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield on play action. It's caught by Mike Evans. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the Lions' 31-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Mayfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. With the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Once again, it's Irvin. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal, Tampa Bay.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. White is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Irving will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Field goal. Here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And it wasn't that long ago that there were a lot of conversations about whether Jared Goff was truly going to be a frontline starter in the NFL. And he has proven all of those critics wrong. He's taken his game up big notches in the last few years. Now what he needs to do, sustain that success in the regular season come playoff time.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's a really nice tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Goff. It's complete to Williams. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 31-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 20 run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And the Lions are going to be set up with first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Gibbs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now receiver in motion left. Gibbs again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now Goff on third and goal. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. They'll see that opening right field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. From the 35, here's second down and a yard. A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Buccaneer first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Tackle there by Alex Angeloni.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down.
The 9-yard line.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
On first and 10, here's Irving. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate, the receivers catch it, the ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Gibbs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Part of it, the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
That's
Really, I should probably start ahead, boy, because I got all the hands.
First down.
All that
First
trick you
and
got
10
to chill.
at the 46-yard
I mean, on
line.
my little mouse
We
drill.
often give credit to the O-line. Their 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
He'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
To throw is Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are able to add on to that lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. kick this one away, and off it goes. He juked him. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mayfield now. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield off the play fake. That's caught by Durham. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
They go play action. Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of
25 yards that time.
And a Buccaneer first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin from 21 yards away. And the Buccaneers have cut the lead back down to 2.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff. Over the middle, he's got to Sloan. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
46-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Play action. It's gone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
On the keeper, here's Goff. And he's going to have the Lions first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. And we hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now it's gone. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here's Goff.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he is going to have a Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Goff now looking to throw.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Goff now to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Goff now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal.
From the left hash, this from 39.
Bates' kick is good.
And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Second down and 4.
To throw, Mayfield.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the gun, Mayfield.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
You guys have been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way.
Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Now we're behind his man.
Incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team. Brandon Gott.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Goff. It's complete to Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
St. Brown in motion right. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up second down. At the 48-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to go.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. 20, 5, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 47 yards. And the Lions had 6 to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And in that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin.
Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
2nd down and a yard. Here's a handoff to Irving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They run out of the gun with Irvin.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
Again, this is White, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Mayfield to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Bucky Irving, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers have come back to make it a 2-point game.
Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
The Bucs will set up.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Chase McLaughlin.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
We're on the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Lions have moved out in front. But that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs.
Now as they line up and kick this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
That stop made by Jack Campbell.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Mayfield down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Now Mayfield.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to give their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. For the last one, man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want tick, and that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run for Gibbs here. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 145 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That's good.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
To the left side, he finds to Slow.
He's getting 2 yards there on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Calling a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
The kicker
no going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This one taken in by Otten. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
The throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mayfield looks to throw. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Number 7, Bucky Irving. It's a gain of 10. First down, Tampa Bay.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
Now be taken in downfield by Godwin.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Baker going to give it to Irvin.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Bucky Irving.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back.
What's the deal, gang? What's the deal, buddy? Welcome to the channel, gang. I'm out here chilling, talking to Cuz on the phone.
Like, get up this picture, right?
No, so
The The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 164 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines. Let's close this one out.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build on the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a short one taken in by Otten. So the completion results in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you is imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And Evans will have a Bucs first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On the handoff, this is Irvin. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
First down, Buccaneers.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this with 3 down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
To throw, Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And it's 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 6. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
For the point after.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
38.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to get this out to the 25. Their home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are really careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. This is 2nd and 8. Play action. It's gone. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Goff now looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
That's complete to the Porter. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Lions first down.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Second and 11. finds Gibbs on the check down. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock, but we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover.
So Mayfield and the Bucs down by 7, 70 seconds remaining. The late fumble gives him unexpected new life as they come up first down. Mayfield.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Here comes second down. Mayfield to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50, but that one falls incomplete.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Mayfield.
Beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey, and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.